Hi YouTubies, it's Deanna from Wendy's Vape Reviews, and today I'll be doing a review of 3 of the StratoMyst e-juice line. So stay tuned. Alright, so today I'm going to be reviewing 3 of the StratoMyst e-juice flavors. 2 of them are flavors that are already pre-made on their site, and the third one is a build your own vape, which I picked my own flavorings for, and I will go through all of them. So just to give you an idea what their bottle art looks like, it's all the same on all the flavors that they have sent me, so I'll just show you the one. It's their logo, and then they have the milligrams, and then your typical warnings, things like that. They are 30 ml glass bottles with the child safety dripper tops on them. The 6 milligram are $3.99 each, the 15 milligrams are $7.99 each, and the 30 milligrams are $14.99 each, with the exception of the Build Your Own Vape. That was $16.99 for the 30 milligram. And they come in a wide variety of milligram of nicotine ranges, and I'm going to read this off because there's just so many. It comes in 0, 2, 3, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 22, and 24 milligrams. So that's a really wide variety. It's kind of helpful if you're stepping down from a higher milligram and you want to go lower, but you don't want to make a big jump. So, you know, that I don't see that with a whole lot of companies where they offer that wide of a variety of the milligrams of nicotine available. They also have different levels of PG/VG. They go from 100% PG to 70% PG, 30% VG, 60/40, 50/50, and then they go right from 50/50 PG/VG up to the highest level of VG, and that kind of varies by the different flavors. It depends on how much flavoring is added to them. A lot of the flavorings come in a PG base, so the more flavoring they add, it's going to have a little bit more of a PG content in it, but again, they're going to be higher VG if you go with the max VG version. And then the Build Your Own Vape, you get to choose your bottle size, choose your nicotine level, and then choose your PG/VG blend as well. They also have a tobacco base that's optional. If you want a tobacco base first and then you want to add your flavorings, you can go with the tobacco base as a starting point and then add your flavorings in there. So then for flavorings, you get to choose from 3 different flavorings total. You can just do 1, 2, or all 3 if you choose. The first one you choose is going to be the one that is like the strongest flavor in there, so whichever one you want to have the most predominant flavor, make sure you choose that one first. And then they also have accents, and you can choose up to 3 accents as well, and they range from sweetener to culotta, menthol, cinnamon, and it says etc. So I didn't really look into all of them. I just kind of added sweetener to mine because I like really sweet vapes. And then you get to name your flavor. So I do have the 3, but I'm only going to be vaping on 2 of them, and I will show you the third one and why I'm not going to use that one. I did try it when I first got it, and it's pretty much a coil killer, and you'll be able to see it when I show you. But I'm going to start out with the one that I actually made first, and this one I named Toasted Toffee, and as my first flavoring I chose to go with the toffee. And then the second 2, I did marshmallow, or toasted marshmallow. And then I added sweetener to it. Like I said, I like it really sweet, and I know sometimes toffee can be a little bit on the bitter end sometimes, so I wanted to make sure it came out kind of sweet. because I have a huge sweet tooth, and this kind of helps with the cravings. So then on this one I did the 3 milligrams of nicotine, and this one is a 30-70 PG-VG blend. So it's 70% VG, 30% PG. They also have a lot number on there and then the born on date. And I did order these on December 15th. So I have had them about a month now. They do recommend that you do steep them for a couple of weeks, even the ones that they have where you just choose what they have in as far as the flavors they offer, because they are made to order. And I did try them out when I first got them, and I really didn't care for them when I first got them. And then there is a reason why they tell you to let them steep, because it allows the flavors to kind of blend in with the PG-VG. So if you order juices from any company and they recommend steeping, I do highly recommend that you follow that and you do steep for at least a week to 2 weeks. And sometimes flavors take a little longer. And I've noticed that these, I did try them at 1 week, 2 weeks, and 3 weeks, and now that it's been about 4 weeks, the flavors are coming out fantastic. So definitely give it a little bit of time. So I'm going to be vaping this today on my Eleaf iStick 100 watt with my Plume clone. I have a 0.23 build in here, and I am running it at about 60 watts. So I'm going to go ahead and start with my toasted toffee. And I like the ones that offer where you can add your own flavorings to, because sometimes, now they have a really wide variety of flavors that you can choose from, but some companies, they only offer, you know, just a couple, and sometimes it's like, I want to order one because I like this flavor, but I don't really care for any of the other blends that they have. And I really like that this company offers a way where you can order 1 or 2 of the ones that they offer, and then you can choose to make your own as well. So I'm going ahead and take a vape. So right away on the inhale, I get that toffee flavor. It's just fantastic. I mean, it really tastes like a nice toffee, almost like a toffee candy. And then I get a little bit of sweetness on the inhale as well. Like at the back end of the inhale. I'm going to take another vape. And then on the exhale, I'm getting just sweet. Like I said, I do really like sweet when it comes to a dessert type vape. So for me, this is absolutely fantastic. The toasted marshmallow, I am getting a little bit of the marshmallow. And maybe that's part of what is helping with the toffee flavor, as well as the toasted marshmallow flavor. And then, you know, that sweetness. It's just almost like I'm eating toffee candy with toasted marshmallows on top. And I actually really, really enjoy this one. Really good cloud production. Great flavor on this. I do prefer a little bit stronger flavored juices. I've tried some that have been a little more mild, and while they're okay, I really do prefer the ones that are, you know, kind of like strong flavors. So for me, this one, the toasted toffee, is just fantastic because I'm getting a lot of flavor off of it. And like I said, the cloud production is really good. As far as throat hit, there is absolutely no throat hit, which is what I prefer. Well, like I said, when I first started vaping, I did like the throat hit feel because it reminded me more of inhaling on a cigarette. But as I started to get into solo-bombing, I don't really care for the throat hit so much. So this is like a really, really smooth vape. And it's really good. I'm going to go ahead and burn the rest of this off, and I'll be right back. Woo! It's a little cloudy in here. Okay, so the next one that I got, this is one that I chose out of the flavors that they offered, and was under their dessert flavors. And this one is called Lemon Cupcake. And this one is also a 3 milligram of nicotine. This one is a 35 PG, 65 VG. So like I said, when you add different flavorings, when you go with the max VG, you're going to end up with a little bit different. I wish their VG was just a little bit higher, especially with dripping. But the good thing is you can use these in a tank. I have used them in a tank, but I really do prefer them on the dripper. So I'm going to drip a little bit of this on into my coils. I'm going to be careful not to over drip. I am a huge over dripper. And my little Plume veil just can't keep up with me sometimes. Alright, so I'm also vaping this one at about 60 watts. I'll take a vape here. So right away I get a nice lemon flavor. It's not an overpowering, extremely citrusy lemon. It's almost more like a bakery lemon, just like as if I was eating a lemon cupcake. I don't know that I get a lot of necessarily like cupcake flavor, but there is maybe like a cakey type flavor to it. It is a little bit on the sweeter side, which I do prefer. When I first got it, I was getting mostly just lemon, but as over time, when I let it steep, and by steeping, it just means letting them sit for a couple weeks, shake them up once a day. Like I said, the more you let them sit, the better the flavors blend, and you're going to get a much more enjoyable vape out of it. Take another vape. So this one too, awesome cloud production, really great flavor. It's a nice subtle kind of lemon flavor. It's not overpowering. It's not super sweet where it's like, oh my god, you know, it's just where it makes your teeth hurt just thinking about it. It's really, really good flavor. I really enjoy this one. Out of the two, it's hard to pick a favorite. I like them both. They're both a little bit different. They are both more like a bakery, desserty type flavor, but they're different. They're so different because of the flavorings that are in them. This has a little bit, you know, the little bit of fruity in it, citrusy, and the other is just more straight up sweet. Take another vape. So now for the third one. And I was so excited when I saw this one because I love coffee vapes, especially in the morning, but it's really hard to find a coffee vape that doesn't taste like burnt coffee. And I have had a few that were really good. If you watched my last video that I did on my Sunday savings, I did have a coupon code for Yeti vapes, and they have, it's called a Yeti cap, and it was absolutely fantastic. I love that one. So I thought I would give this one a try. And this one's called Caramel Cappuccino. And I absolutely love caramel. Anything caramel. I love it. And I especially love, like, caramel coffee. So for me, I was just like, oh my god, that's going to be fantastic. And it did have a lot of good reviews on it, so I was quite surprised when I got the bottle, and this is the liquid. That is how dark it is. I have never seen an e-liquid this dark before, and I DIY my own liquid, and I do use a lot of caramel in different blends that I make, and I have never come up with, and it came like this. It has gotten a little darker over time, but it was this dark when I got it, and as you can see, I have hardly touched this one because when I used it, it pretty much, if you use that, that's the only thing you're going to be able to use in that dripper, because it just, the cotton becomes this ugly, ugly brown color, and it's just, no. I don't know if it's just something, maybe my batch was an error. I couldn't really say because it was my first time ordering from them. So as far as this one, that's a no-go for me. But the other two, absolutely fantastic. Now when I purchased these, I got them right before Christmas when a lot of companies were doing, you know, deals and discount codes, and I actually got 40% off my order. So between the three, and with shipping and everything, I ended up saving like $18. So, you know, not a bad deal if you don't count the fact that I can't vape this one. Now, had it been another one that I would have really enjoyed, it would have been a fantastic deal. But even at their normal price, they're, you know, it's not bad. It's not the best price as far as, you know, if you're looking more for a budget-friendly e-juice, but it's not the highest priced either, $14.99. It's not horrible for a 30 ml glass bottle with the child-proof cap and dripper top. So, would I purchase from them again? I would most definitely purchase from them again. I would definitely do another DIY, possibly try a new flavor, and I would definitely get the lemon cupcake again because that one is really, really enjoyable. So, that is my review on the Strato Myst e-juice line. I hope you enjoyed. If you did enjoy this video, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe. And stay tuned for more upcoming reviews. I do have some new items coming in this week. Hopefully, weather permitting. We are in kind of a deep freeze right now, and I'm hoping we don't get anything bad weather so I get my vape mail in and I can do a review on some new RDAs I have coming in. But if not, I do have some things that I can share with you. So until next time, I hope you have a wonderful day and keep calm and vape on.